Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, July 14th. A lot of activity expected today in the Mid-Atlantic region. We had some heavy rain and some strong thunderstorm activity late yesterday and in the overnight hours in parts of the I-95 corridor. If anything, that threat will increase today. We have some lifting action expected in the atmosphere as an upper level wave of energy passes through the Mid-Atlantic region. That ought to add to some upward motion, which will squeeze out some of this excessive moisture that is in the atmosphere right now. It certainly can be some flash flooding concerns in some areas over the next several hours going into the early part of tonight. With any one of these showers and thunderstorms, one can expect heavy rainfall, perhaps an inch of rain in just a half hour for an example. Here's a current look at the radar. Right now, most of the activity is north of the Mason-Dixon line. That was the case late yesterday and last night for the most part, and it will be the case for the next several hours. However, later today into the early part of tonight, there will certainly be the threat extending all the way down into the D.C. metro region. But we now have a batch of heavy rain headed right towards the Philadelphia metro region. Looks like it ought to arrive in an hour or two. Again, there could be some rumbles of thunder mixed in there. That certainly will not be the end of the threat. But again, some heavy rain headed towards the Philadelphia metro region within the next hour or two. Well, here's a close-up radar of southeastern Pennsylvania, and you can see an area of heavy rain is now crossing through Lancaster County, headed not too far away from western part of Chester County. All that heads towards Philadelphia over the next hour or two. Again, that'll be just an initial blast of some heavy rain. All through the afternoon into the evening hours, there can be some showers that produce some heavy rain in a short period of time, and some strong to severe thunderstorms are certainly a threat later on today into tonight up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Well, let's quickly take a look at the 500 millibar level from last night's 6Z GFS model run. These maps are available on tropicaltidbits.com. We're looking at the vorticity up in the upper part of the atmosphere, basically the wave of energy in the upper part of the atmosphere that will produce some upward motion in the Mid-Atlantic region, enhancing the chance for showers and strong to severe thunderstorms today. And here we are early this morning, Friday morning. It's situated over the Great Lakes region here, and as we move forward in 6-hour increments, that just slides to the east with a wave of energy, an upper level trough passing through the Mid-Atlantic region later on today into tonight. And by tomorrow morning, it's situated right along the eastern seaboard. Again, this will produce some upward motion in the atmosphere, and all it will take is some lifting action to squeeze out some of this excessive moisture in the atmosphere. Dew point last hour, 77 degrees at Reagan National Airport, DCA. That's extremely high for any time of the year, and a tremendous amount of rainfall can fall with some lifting motion in the atmosphere really anywhere along the I-95 corridor over the next several hours going into the early part of tonight. And indeed, we have that lifting action coming in the form of this upper level wave of energy. Well, finally, let's walk through a high resolution model run from the last hour. This goes ahead in hourly increments, and here we are with the radar right now showing a lot of activity north of the Mason-Dixon line. That comes through the Philadelphia metro region over the next couple of hours, and it's still pretty rain-free down in the D.C. metro region. But notice another band starts to set up by midday, early afternoon hours, and then that is the one that can possibly produce some strong to severe thunderstorms. There certainly is a possibility of the National Weather Service posting severe thunderstorm watches later on today for the afternoon and evening hours. That next band looks like it slides through from D.C. across Philadelphia and near the New York City region late today into the early part of tonight. And then there's even a follow-up band here across the northern part of Pennsylvania. All of this we'll monitor closely today here at VencoreWeather.com. But an excessively humid day, not nearly as hot as yesterday because of all the clouds and rain. Some heavy rain north of the Mason-Dixon line over the next several hours. And then south of the Mason-Dixon line could get hit later on this afternoon into the early part of tonight. Any area from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City could be involved with some strong to severe thunderstorm activity as well. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.